California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story. You tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Cal Bears offense takes the field to start this game off. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs. They're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game.
He's into the open down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Memphis Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Allen. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he's looking downfield. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Number 5. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's got the back in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly,
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get this.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Scrambling away. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Complete on the comeback. Touchdown, Memphis. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
Memphis, 14, Cal, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At the 23-yard line. 3rd down coming back.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
The counter run plays is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
21, Cal, 7.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner is stopped. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Now on the return. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're down by 21 points. When you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the change for a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the outside. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And listen, if I have a playmaker and running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the left side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pass hits, picked off.
You know, the problem about taking shots against cover 3 is that the corner playing on the outside already has a big cushion against the wide receiver, and he's got his eyes on you, so he can see the football thrown. You've got to be pinpoint accurate. If you're not, it could be an interception, and that's what happened right there.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets...
By California.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
The Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Still running at the 40. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. That's reeled in. It's Love. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
A 3rd and long coming up here. The snap sets up to throw. They'll run the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Touchdown, Memphis! And the beatdown has ensued. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. Oh, look out. The 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Golden Bears have pushed it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. But at least you got the party started.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Going up top. Got it. Touchdown, Memphis. And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking for a productive play on first down. At the 35, he's loose. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, a tight end, running across the field on the drag.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56, Cal, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making it.
And he... Oh, man, the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. He wants to throw it. He's got it down the middle. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy kick.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it! Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fires the pass, intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Safe completion on the screen. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Memphis. The defense with the scoop and score. They built a comfortable lead in front for a Week 13 victory. Let's go. Check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for that trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the... And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, looking again to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire... Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis! And the stomping has commenced. They've stretched out this lead, and they're starting to smell their 11th win of the year.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah.